Previously on Phoenix Wright, Spirit of Justice. Window must have kept his dissociative identity disorder from us because he didn't want to be associated in any way with that dying message. Window was on stage until just before he discovered the body. A bulletproof alibi that I have already confirmed with several audience members. I also heard that his Rakugo performance that day was a steaming pile of... And now, back to the present. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, everybody. Window has an alibi. What do you say we listen to it? I was on stage until just... Oh, also, I have a canker sore, and it kind of hurts, so if I sound a little weird, hopefully it's not too bad. I was on stage until just moments before I went into the dressing room. The entire audience was my witness. They're all in here right now. They can testify for me. But my performance was a huge bust. Not a single soul laughed. I guess I just don't have it anymore. I'll never be able to live down how terribly I bombed during that very important show. Okay, alright. Interesting, because when we did the thing earlier, the Athena thing, where we were doing the therapy on you, you were happy up until you went in the door, so... I'm sure that's nothing. Window was on stage before he found the body, so he could not have committed this crime. I mean, come on, dudes. It's time to let it... You know. You know. Well, get this, Prosecutor Sandwich. The Wright Anything Agency never gives up. We fight to the bitter end. Feh! F-E-H. I saw that on a license tag once and I did a really stupid part on a tape. Allow me to say this once more. Let it go and move on. Shut up! God damn, dude! And allow me to say once more, I'm never giving up. Let it go. Oh! Never! This is pointless. I guess I better let it go and move on. You should have taken advantage of this opportunity while you could, you foolish child. Your worthless convictions only serve to prolong the accused's suffering. If words will not sway you, then perhaps pain will. Is he gonna... No! 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 Anything but this! How dare you! I don't even care if you're cool anymore. No! God! Jeez. It's so cartoony. Yeah, break out a bit, Athena. What's the big idea, Prosecutor Sandwich? I'm gonna keep calling you that, because you are a sandwich. You even look like one. You're all white, with nothing in the middle except for a tinge of jelly up there by the collar. So I'll take that bite and then throw the rest of you away. That was but a small dose of punishment for your misguided convictions. Punishment? Why was punishment outlined? Highlighted, rather. Are you now a bit more inclined to give up as instructed? You're not my instructor! You're a prosecutor and I'm a defense attorney! In that case, you must require another dose. Nice! Yes! Not bloody likely. I don't give two flips about your beliefs. But if Sykes Dono were to submit to you here, I won't be able to eat good soba anymore. Yeah, you say that's what it is, but you really do care about me, don't you? You know it. For Mr. Wet's future and Prosecutor Blackwell's stomach, I will never give up. You will rue those words, defense. Of that, I can assure you. Of this, I am irrefutably certain. Now let's pontificate on this cross-examination. Oh god, I got 1 HP. What am I doing? I was on stage until just moments before I went into the dressing room. Okay, well, what about that? How can we be sure it was you who was on that stage? Are you asking whether it could have been some imposter? I guess so. Unlike a big arena, a Rakugo theater is a cozy little place. I probably had like 5 people watching. It would be hard to fool an audience in such an intimate setting, don't you think? Yeah, I guess you're right. Good. I'm glad we could clear that up, because I guess you could say. I forgot to, smile as I read his dialogue. That was sort of how I made his voice. The entire audience was my witness. Hold it! Alright. Is there anything special about the stage or your performance that you can tell me? For example, were the lights dimmer than usual? Were there any problems or accidents? Not a thing. Everything was the same as always. Mr. Prosecutor, you questioned the audience, didn't you? Yes, of course I did. What do you take me for? Apparently nothing seemed amiss to them, except, well, one small thing. Ooh. Oh, it's so embarrassing. I tried my best, really I did. What happened? What did you do wrong? Did you slip up? Did your pants fall down? Did your cushions fall out from under you? But my performance was a huge bust, not a thing you'll saw last. Crap, this place is stupid. Do you have any idea what went wrong? I'm not sure it was my performance, or if it's just that particular audience. Maybe it was the story I picked. But every entertainer knows that this kind of thing happens from time to time. Guess that makes sense. Still, I wonder how he could have flopped at his own commemorative show. I kind of would like to know about the number of audience members. I'm sure we'll eventually get to both of these, though. How many people were there in the audience when you were on stage? Well, let's see. We drew a full house, so I think there must have been 50, maybe 60 people in the audience. Wow. It's quite a lot, isn't it? Exactly. I dropped a big stinky bomb in front of all those people. Would you fart? It was a catastrophe, I tell you. I was sweating buckets from start to finish. Sounds exactly like how Apollo performs in court sometimes. Well, what do you expect? He's cleaning the toilet! Oh well. I see. Thank you. As for that statement, Your Honor, I'd like to, well, let's see what the other one says first. What window performed? What did you perform? That probably had more to do with it. Could you tell me which Rakugo story you performed? Yeah, well, even if I might not get it, can't you at least try me? Dang, I need to blow my nose, man. Alright, if you insist. The story I performed is called Tokisoba, otherwise known as Time Soba. That's right. Time Soba, huh? Maybe Wendell's right. He's only said the name of the routine and I'm already lost. Oh, so you performed Time Soba, did you? What, you know a prosecutor, Sabmati? Hey, I called you by your real name. I guess we're friends again. In the course of my studies last night, I became familiar with a number of stories. I must say, defense, you would do well to prepare better for your next trial. Well, sorry, excuse me for having a life over here. Simon, what's Time Soba about? I don't have time for this shit. Look it up yourself. Allow me to give an overview. Okay. This sounds more important than the number of audience members. The story takes place on a winter's night. A man orders a bowl of soba at a street stall. How you doing, sir? What can I get for you? I see you've got seaweed-topped hanamaki soba and mixed topping something. I'll have a bowl of shippoku, my good man. It sure is cold tonight, isn't it? But there's nothing like a hot bowl of noodles and soup to warm the soul. You know it, sir. One shippoku coming right up. So how's business? Not so great, sir. Is that so? Well, that's great, because things can only get better from here, right? Well, prosecutor. The customer talks on and on like this. Finally, when he is done eating, he goes to pay for his soba. So how much do I owe you? That'll be 16 mon, sir. I see. Sorry, but I only have small change on me. I'll count the coins into your palm, so could you hold out your hand for me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, what time is it? It's 9, sir. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Thanks and bye. Very well done, Prosecutor Zanmati. That was excellent. Maybe you should think about changing careers. I don't get it. What's so funny about that? Don't you see? The customer paid with coins, counting them out one by one. Then just after counting 8, he asked about the time. And the soba vendor answered with 9. Oh, now I get it. He made the vendor say 9, and then he continued counting from 10. Huh, okay. Exactly, he cheated the soba vendor out of 1 mon with his smooth talking. The story continues with another man who saw the whole thing and tries to do the same. But he bungles the trick and ends up paying more than 16 mon for his soba. What a dumbass, I tell you. The story ends on that as the punchline. You can look up the rest of the details yourself. Or I'm sure Prosecutor Sadmonk over there would love to perform it for you after court. So basically, it's a story about a man cheating on a soba bill. It's kind of petty, isn't it? Is that really all you have to say about this classic story? Time soba is such a well-known staple of Rakugo that the skill of the artist is it. Fine. So you've studied a lot. But we haven't the time for a lecture detour right now, Prosecutor Sadmonk. Oh, I wanted to hear a little more. But I suppose it is off topic. Getting back to the matter at hand, Miss Sykes, the witness stated that the story I performed is called Toki Soba, otherwise known as Time Soba. Would you like to add this statement to his testimony? Okay, so I might as well say it now, just to make people aware. I do remember that that was what the old man was performing before he was murdered. That wasn't his show, though. His was a different, wasn't it? I'm gonna have this added. I don't know if we have that in evidence, though, but I do remember it from the cutscene, so... wait, is that the fifth statement? What happened to the fourth one? Oh, here we go. We never pressed the fourth one, so let me do that real quick. Excuse me for asking, but do you bomb like that on a regular basis? You bet I do. Well, aren't you a regular rude daisy? Do you really think a Rakugo artist who regularly bombs would get promoted? In fact, I'm known as the Tornado School's whirlwindow of laughter, I'll have you know. Nice. Yeah, I have been clued into the actual puns behind these names. And Geiru's name is actually spelled Geiru because it's like gale. And then window is like wind. And tornado obviously is tornado, so... Is that really true, Simon? That nickname is a bit of a travesty if you ask me. But his Rakugo is solid and well received, yes. I see. But yeah, Whirlwindow of Laughter is a big old stink bomb of a name, isn't it? Whew, what a relief. I thought it was just me. Oh my god, how dare you, lady. Come there and choke you. Oh wait, or I might just save my game. I mean, Whirlwindow of Laughter is great. Funny stuff. Do you see anybody laughing here? Do I look excited, Clump? No. I'm glad you like it. And now statement number 5, the one we added. The story I performed is called Toki Soba, otherwise known as Time Soba. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and press it first, then we'll look at evidence here. The story where a man cheats on a soba bill, right? Why do you think it didn't go over well? Well, I suppose I was a little nervous. It's a lot of pressure when you're the star of such an important show, you know? You nervous? I thought you'd be all calm and collected, but I guess even you can get stage fright, huh? Damn right. I wanted so badly to live up to the great name of Window that I'd inherited. Then I guess I overperformed a little this time. Wait, Window was the stage name of a former member of the Tornado School, right? That's right. The name belonged to one of Shisho's former disciples who died of illness at a young age. The weight of a new name like that to carry on your shoulders. I can see why you were feeling the heat, just like me. I'm carrying the weight of my entire agency on my shoulders right now. Check out my shoulders. In that case, can I count on your sympathy and have you go a little easier on me? Actually, no. With the audience as his witness. Window has a pretty unshakable alibi, doesn't he? You're not giving up, are you? Or was that never say die spirit you displayed earlier? Of course I'm not giving up, Simon. I just know a Window has something to do with this case. We just gotta find out what the hell it is. But how will you connect him to the crime when he has an alibi as strong as that? I don't know just yet. But I'm gonna press his testimony and keep an eye out for contradictions. That you will. Well, I think we already did the pressing thing, so... Alright, so, let me get up here to... Toki Soba known as Time Soba. What do we have here? Oh, found in the victim's possession? No. Where is, like, the schedule for the people's... So, yeah, here we go. Window is to do a Soba glutton routine. Okay. I see a problem. Window, isn't there something odd about the routine you performed? Odd? No, I don't think there's anything odd about it. That's exactly what I find odd, the fact that you don't think it's odd. Objection. Have you ever caught an oddish? We are discussing the witness's alibi at the moment, defense. At the moment, I happen to be speaking to the man next to you. The show's program is completely irrelevant. Objection. I don't think so. Oh, that one deserved a double slap. That's where you're wrong, Prosecutor Sadnati. The reason being, it contradicts the statement the witness just made. Window, do you know what this is? No. What is it? This is an invitation to the show sent from Master Tornado to Prosecutor Blackwell. Included in the invitation is a rundown of the show's program, which clearly states the Time Soba was to be performed by Master Tornado himself. No. Yes, there's the double slap. That's what I'm talking about. Window, why'd you perform the routine your master was scheduled to do? Oh, well, you see, the reason for that is... Zip zip. How do I say this? You see, let's say it was a prank. What? That's right, it was a little joke, you see. I was trying to surprise Shisho by performing his routine before he did it. Then what was he gonna do? Get up there and do the same thing? I don't know if I buy that. Was doing the victim's routine really just for laughs, or... Dude! Oh! Oh, I think I know what happened. But wait, is that... No, but the cutscene showed him doing it. Here's where I'm thinking, okay, the TV was in there. The TV broadcast whatever was being performed on the stage, right? So, Simon said they heard him in there rehearsing before. What if what they heard was the TV and it was actually Wendo doing the Master's performance, and they heard the performance and figured, well, it's the Master's performance, it must be him that's rehearsing. Oh boy. Didn't Simon happen to hear Time Soba coming from the dressing room? Oh, well, she just said that right there on the screen. Jeez. When I do my speculating like this, I don't look at the words because it distracts me. But then I look at the words and it says what I was just saying. Jeez. Ah. Seems like too much of a coincidence. Wait, can it be? What's the matter? You look like a hen with a dozen eggs to lay. Stop comparing me to birds! This ain't no hatful boyfriend. Then cease this bird-brained timidity. Is that a word? Timidity? If something has occurred to you, then lay it out for us already. It'll breed resentment in those watching your performance. You with the puns, okay. I don't have a ton of confidence in this theory, but here goes. Lay it out for us. It looks like Wendo's alibi checks out, Your Honor, but even though he was on stage at the time, he may have been trying to obfuscate a crucial detail about this case. Are you referring to the Soba bill the man tried to skimp on in the witness's story? Hell no! I ain't talking about the Rakugo story, Your Honor. I'm talking about real life. But then what are you talking about, Miss Sykes? What Wendo may have been trying to deceive us about was... at the time of the victim's death, probably, right? What the victim must have performed. No, it's gotta be the time, right? So you want us to think it was like... Well, it wasn't so much that. Well, let's just see what they say.
Objection!
Because if he was trying to make us think, like, via the TV, I don't know, they haven't brought up the TV yet, though, so let's just see. Prosecutor Blackwell even testified to the time of the victim's death. I know, but he only testified that way because he and Geiru had been completely taken in. You mean, by the Soba bill thing? See, the thing is, though, in the cutscene, it was actually him doing it, it wasn't a TV playing it, so I don't know. Oh. Would you please forget about the story for a second, Your Honor? Please! I was deceived. Pray tell, how did Wendo manage to deceive two people while he was performing on stage? That's easy. All he had to do was use a certain prop in the dressing room. Oh, what might that be? The prop Wendo used was... This TV was used to view what was happening on the stage. Prosecutor Blackwell, when you came to the dressing room, what was Wendo doing? He was performing Time Soba. Blast! Could it be? Yes, it could, and it was. What you and Geiru heard was not Master Tornado practicing his routine. It was Wendo's performance as heard through the TV monitor speakers. Damn! Oh, man! Wow. What? Yes, that deserves a what. That deserves 3 of them. Put them up there. I don't care anymore. I don't even have to say what to make the counter go up. All I have to do is say, here, put 3 more. Oh my god. I'm sorry, future self, for all that editing. No, it's not that hard, actually. With the TV just inside the inner door... What did I just do? The what counter's lost all credibility now. With the TV just inside the inner door of the dressing room. That's why he put it over there, so you could, yeah, so you could hear it from outside, okay. And because we knew that Master Tornado was scheduled to perform Time Soba, we were easily manipulated into thinking he was still alive at the time, rehearsing. Yes, your knowledge of today's program is why the two of you could be fooled this way. Simon, did the voice you hear belong to Master Tornado? With the doors in the way, I couldn't tell exactly who the voice belonged to. But because I heard Time Soba, I just assumed it was Master Tornado. God damn it! I can't believe I was taken in by such a simple mind game.
Objection!
He feels bad. Wow. Just both of these guys have their fists on the desk. Just going at each other like bulls. Like Brahma bulls. All of that is mere conjecture. Where is your proof defense?
Objection!
Well, let's see. Do we have proof? Wendell moved the TV back when he discovered the body. After all, he couldn't very well leave it by the door. Because then someone might figure out the trick he'd been playing. Oh. And there's one more thing about Wendell's actions that's suspicious. And that is... the fact that he flopped so badly on such an important occasion. He did it on purpose, didn't he? Or is it just because it wasn't his show, you know, the one that he normally does? Even the pros slip up once in a while, you know. But I believe that this time it was intentional. Oh, you don't guess it was intentional. Because Wendell knew it would be strange to hear laughter coming from the dressing room. Oh, yeah! Huh. Yeah, that would be strange, wouldn't it? It's all just a bit too perfect to be sheer coincidence. Plus, if the voice Prosecutor Blackwell and Geiru heard was due to Wendell's scheming, then the victim's time of death could have been earlier than 4 p.m. Oh, man. In other words, Wendell could have killed Master Tornado himself. Jeez. He would have had to be pretty sure, though, that they weren't going to go in the room anyway. You know, that just by hearing him rehearse, they would stay out, but maybe. We've got to buy the stones now, Wendell, so you better confess everything. Also, this sprite, it looks like he's just leaning on his arm like, I'll tell you. I don't know. Did you just lose again? I think you did. Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself? We demand an explanation! I'm sorry, that's very loud. It's not as good when I do it. No, he's got one more before he goes down, I'm pretty sure. Judging by the pacing here. Oh, maybe not. I tampered with the crime scene. Okay. I'm still not 100% convinced that he did it, though. It feels like there could be something left. Is it the defense's claim that Wendell Tornado is the true murderer in this case? If he tampered with the crime scene, then we have to at least consider him a suspect. Yeah, just consider at this point. Now wait just 1 minute. Yes, I admit to messing with the dressing room, but I didn't kill Shisho, because we haven't seen Owen yet, so... Owen is probably the one who did it, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. Yes, I admit to messing with the dressing room, but I didn't kill Shisho. Then why did you tamper with the crime scene? I refuse to answer that question. What? If you suspect this witness, then I have a question for you. What could it be this time? Wendell had absolutely no reason to murder Typhoon Tornado. After all, why would Wendell kill the man who recognized his skills and promoted him? Well, because he sent the shop to the other guy? Or, I mean, you know, the deed to the shop and all. Maybe he was jealous of the other guy. I don't know. It appears you are also not aware of one other fact. And that is that the accused visited the dressing room before 4 p.m. as well. What? Is it not natural, then, to suppose that the accused killed the victim at that time? Crap. Oh, man. Yeah. We were only discussing the time frame after 4 p.m., so I didn't think to mention it. But now that you have made the time period before 4 p.m. relevant... Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. I knew it. I knew we weren't done here. So you really do not know what your client was doing during that time frame, do you? This is so stupid. Why am I doing this? Well, it was all very sudden, and, why'd you wait till the very last second to contact me, Simon? Don't you give me that look. This is not my fault. Man, when he crosses his arms, you know it's real. And just so you know, Bucky never told me he had visited the Master before 4 p.m. either. Ugh, this sort of thing is exactly why that prosecutor keeps calling us unprepared. The defense will stop squabbling this instant. Sorry, Your Honor. Sorry, Your Honor. Prosecutor Sadnati, please continue. Man, look at how round your head is. Anyway, thank you, Your Honor. Oh, here's the scroll. Defense, you know of the soba-making implements in the dressing room, correct? So you're talking about the equipment for making soba noodles. Ah. You speak of the large bowl that is used to mix buckwheat flour and water, the long rolling pin, and the special knife that is used to cut the dough into noodles. Yeah, that stuff. Precisely. These tools all came from the accused soba shop. You mean they didn't belong to Master Tornado? Mr. Wet had visited the dressing room to give the victim a soba-making lesson. Really? And that visit was before 4 p.m. Why would he be giving the Master a soba-making lesson? I'm not sure. I'm afraid that after the accused kneaded the dough and made those noodles, he realized he did it wrong and he had to cover it up. So he stuffed the guy's face in there to cover it up. He committed the act of murder. But wait, that doesn't add up. If Mr. White killed the victim before 4 p.m., why would he return to that room at a later time? That is a good point. Wait, what's going on? What, is it Edgeworth? Huh? Oh, hello. Finally decided to, oh, damn. What's soba, your kid and caboodle when it comes to noodles? Don't tell the voice, you. I was making you drunk earlier, but you sure don't look drunk now. Well, okay, I guess maybe now you do. Hi, Miss Chickadee. Hey, Simon. The reason I went back is because Master Tornado ordered uncooked noodles. Blue face. I guess you're a blue mage now. Have fun in Final Fantasy XIV. Mr. Wet. So not drop those, whatever you do. You're like Spider-Man with the pizza. Yesterday I brought noodle-making tools to the dressing room around 2 p.m. That's when Master Tornado ordered uncooked soba noodles to stock up on. Uncooked noodles to stock up on? Yes, ma'am. Master Tornado kept a supply of soba noodles from my shop in his fridge. Pick up. Wow, it's barely. He only had one server left, so I went back to my shop to get some more. One serving of noodles in the fridge. I thought the fridge was practically empty. Anyway, the whereabouts of the missing noodles isn't all that important now. You ran into me in Geiru when you came back to deliver the uncooked soba, correct? That's right, Simon. I made time out on a busy day to deliver him the noodles. Oh. Hey, you know what? He ignored me when I called him from the inner doorway. He just kept mumbling Rakugo lines for ages, so I got mad and went back to my soba shop. So that's why you got mad? If what he's saying is true, then there's no way he could be the murderer. I swear I'm telling the truth, Miss Chicken. Alright, bailiff, quick! Get this man to the toilet! He needs to do some throwing up. Well, I dare say he's quite the handful. Your Honor, please accept the statements Mr. Wet made just now into evidence. How are we going to cross-examine if he's not there to repeat the lines? I believe the accused's statement about going to the room at around 2 p.m. is true. For it falls within the victim's estimated time of death. That opens up the possibility that the crime was committed between 2 and 4 p.m. That's some critical information. Yes, Your Honor, it is. But other than that one point, Mr. Wett's statements are dubious and without proof.
Objection!
That's why I'm here, but they are the words of the defendant himself. Simon, back me up here. He has a point. If I were the prosecutor, I wouldn't accept them either. While I understand the defense's feelings on the matter, I'm afraid feelings don't mean for jack shit. This court is unable to accept anything other than the time the defendant made his visit. Now what do I do? I trust you have no further objections, defense. At last, the time has come to send the soul of the victim onward to the twilight.
Silence!
Yeah, you tell him. What are you yammering on about, Prosecutor Sadmonk? We still have something we need to question Wendo about. We do? Like what? Hey, that's the heater. Yeah, see, same thing. Well, don't just stand there. But we don't have any evidence left to present. Have you forgotten already? Isn't this still a hidden witness you have yet to question? A hidden witness? Oh, that's right. Uh-oh. Your Honor, there's still one more issue we haven't finished discussing yet. Oh, and what is this bit of unfinished business? We haven't finished discussing this issue related to Wendo. Wendo's alibi, time source over Owen, yeah. We still have to discuss the possibility of a fourth personality, the one named Owen. Are you suggesting this fourth personality of Wendo's might be the true culprit? Jeez, not that again. Tells we don't know anything about this Owen. Look, Wendo, I know you don't have any motive to kill your master, but maybe somewhere deep inside, you've got something building up. This Owen may have one for all we know. Can you get him out here? Come clean now, Wendo. You've got another personality stashed away, haven't you? This pose, there's something about it I love, but ugh, he's just leaning right over there. Please tell us everything you know about Owen. That's enough. He doesn't owe you jack shit. The witness has already stated that he knows not of any Owen character. Bravo, you tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Hey, Patches. If you claim you don't know Owen when you really do, that's tantamount to perjury. If you want to exercise your right to remain silent, however, well, that's a different story. Do not listen to the depraved prosecutor, witness. You will be tainted with his evil. He's totally doing the psych thing on him again, isn't he? Do you have any idea how dark and cold the prison cell is? Oh, I got some stories I could tell you, boy. I exercise my right to remain silent. What's this now? Changing horses in midstream, are you? I don't have a Twitch account, what are you talking about? Shut up, I'll remain silent and that's it. Patches, you fool, you stay out of this. Huh? Oh, what's up? Patches is not the brightest bulb in that box you call a noggin, is he? The fact that he switched from I don't know any Owen to I will remain silent is proof that he does know about Owen. Holy shit. Simon's formidable psychological manipulation tactic. It's beautiful. Sure glad he's on my side today.
Objection.
Oh, that's my phone. You dirty, despicable, depraved prosecutor. You were leading the witness. Witness, there is no need for you to submit yourself to the defense's questioning. Your Honor, Wendo is definitely hiding something. Please allow me to question this witness about the existence of Owen. I suppose only this witness can confirm or deny the existence of Owen for us. Very well, I will allow the defense to proceed. Yes. Yep, you just keep cursing over there, whatever that is.